Shoo-fly pie was brought here by the Pennsylvania Dutch. This is the wet bottom version, straight from Grandma Dominick's recipe file. Grandpa Dominick's ancestors came here from Norway. And Georges Dominick fought in the American Revolution. Wow! Grandma Dominick's recipe makes 2 9-inch pies. They were fleeing the Inquisition. Religious freedom is why they came here. Oh yeah, that was during the Catholic Church's Inquisition. If you weren't Catholic, you were a heretic. They were French Huguenots, and they were seeking religious freedom. So yeah, we were immigrants. Give that a whiz around. Add in half a cup of your cubed butter. We cube it like this to get a more even crumb. You don't want that gluten to form. Whiz it around until you get large crumbs. Add in the rest of the butter. Give it a little whiz until you get Parmesan cheese with big butter chunks like this. Those chunks are gonna help the flakiness. Oh look! Space pinball! Let's play! That's not a game, Jessie. It's a meteor field. Hold on to your cheese puffs. Drizzle in 3/4 cup of water that you added 2 tablespoons of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. Then stop it when it's soaked into the flour and starts to come together. Our pie crust recipe makes a little extra, and we'll show you what we do with the leftover in a little bit. Divide it in half. Just eyeball it. Wrap each disc in plastic wrap and chill in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. This lets the dough rest and take a nappy poo. Whee! It's just like bumper cars, except with more kabooms. Oh, look at the sparkly things. Glitter. Pretty, pretty. Oh, I'm so pretty. Oh, la la. Uh-oh. Looks like she's catching up. And she brought her big old kaboom maker. Roll it out to 1/16 of an inch, or as close as you can get to it. Give it a quarter turn every once in a while to help keep it round and even. Big Val's mom showed her how to get it into the pie plate this way. Let the dough fall into place and help it into the corner. Trim off the overhang and cut off the excess. Tuck it under. Big Val is doing small crimps between her thumb and forefinger. This is the fun part because we love decorating. Oh, cripes! That's her crazy cannon! Last time she used it to shoot shoo-fly pies at us. Ooh, pies! Think she brought coconut fudge this time? It's not snack time, Jessie. It's dodge time. Ready or not, bread hook, here comes a dose of bungled dork brilliance. This is really crazy how it works. First, you make the crumbs. 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and hit it, girls! cinnamonella, nutmeg, ginger. Cloves must still be snoozing. Half a teaspoon. And half a cup of shortening. That's what they used back in Grandma's day. Cut that all in together. We're using an old-fashioned pastry cutter. This is what Grandmas would have used back then too. Cut it until you get big crumbs like this one. Oh, party supplies incoming! It's only a party if they don't hit us. Don't you worry, Captain. I'm going to clean up this mess. When this baby pops, they'll have no choice but to come back and play with me. And on to the liquid part. This just boggles my little mermaid brain. Mix in 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda into 2 1/4 cups of boiling water. Yes. 2 yolks, 12 ounces of molasses. And this is Grandma right here. She probably made her recipe into 2 pies to use all the molasses in the jar. She made it through the Great Depression, and those folks don't waste a crumb. Oh yeah, if you warm up your molasses, it pours a lot easier. Temper it into the boiling water. You drizzle in the boiling water while whisking constantly. This combines the two without making scrambled eggs. Now we put these all together. Pour the liquid into each crust and sprinkle the crumb mixture into each. Bake at 400 degrees until the crust starts to brown, Grandma, and then reduce it to 350 and bake until it's firm. Oh no, it's her ultimate weapon, Jessie. Hang on. Is it a snack? No, it's worse. Oh, and the leftovers? You just put those scraps on a piece of parchment paper on a cookie sheet, sprinkle it with some sugar and some cinnamon, maybe some cardamom, and bake those until they're golden brown. We call those the chef treat. Whee! Glitter tornado! Great Caesar's ghost! We're gonna look like a disco ball! You can't escape the queen of fun! Next time I'm bringing my balloon bazooka!